Alright my friends, in the last video we were able to create our saved item component, but now we have two missing parts. The first one is that displaying the information, and the second part it is to style it. Alright, so let's go ahead and display the information first. First of all the information are stored in this saved item because we are getting it as a props, right? And you already know that. So the first one is the image, so we can say SaveItem dot course image. And if you are wondering how do I know which property should I pass right here, well, you can open your data, then courses.json. At the end of the day, this is the data that we are gonna save to our saved array. So we have the course image and we have all these properties that you can display if you wish. All right. Now another thing that I'd like to do here, it is to here we have the title, and I have to say here to add these two stuff, to add a JSX code. I'm just gonna say SaveItem dot title. I believe that was the property name. So we have title and we have author and price. So here also we have to say JSX like this. I'm just gonna say SaveItem dot author like that. And what else we have? We have the price, so I'm just gonna place it. So SaveItem dot price, and here we have the status. All right, I'm just gonna say SaveItem dot status. All right, and here if we go back and try to save one item, let me for example this one, and if we go back, we can see this information. We have the price, the name, the author, and also we should be able to see the status. But because we don't have any style and all kind of stuff, so that's why it's not showing up. So let me show you the CSS file. Here is the CSS file that I have wrote for you with these classes names. Feel free to go ahead and use it. I'm gonna first of all attach it to this lecture, so you can go ahead and download it and follow along with me. Now I'm really sorry that I couldn't write all the CSS code with you, because that will take a lot of time and that will waste our time, because we really want to focus purely on Redux. So go ahead and copy it, and I'm just gonna copy, first of all download it and copy it, then go back to your saved item, right click and choose paste. After that we have to import it here, so I'm just gonna say import /SaveItem.css. Once I do that, once I add this step, going back and let me add one item, and if we switch back we can see it is not applied. Very amazed. All right, whatever, that's really funny. Now here is the problem, because this div right here, the first div, I have defined a style for it and I have called it saved item. So we want to go ahead and give it this class name. I have forgot it. So saved __ item. This should be the class name. If we switch back, we should see a different. If we couldn't, we have a very good different. Now another thing that I'd like to do right here is the course status. Let's go ahead and here we have defined a class called save status. I want to apply this course only if the course has a status. All right, so let me see here what is not showing. So here inside our array, I can see the property called is hot, not status. So it is here should say is hot like this. So if saved.item, if it's true, what I'm gonna display, I'm just gonna say hot. Otherwise I'm gonna keep it as an empty string. So if the course is hot, is it true, then I'm gonna say this course is hot. Otherwise I'm gonna keep it as an empty string. And for the class name, I'm gonna also make it dynamic. I'm just gonna say SaveItem dot is hot like this. If this is the case, then I want the class name to be let me see, the saved status. All right, I'm just gonna copy it and paste it right here. Otherwise I don't need to apply any class name. right? And that should make a lot of sense. If we switch back and add one item, there we have it right here. But since this course is not a hot course, so that's why we cannot see the saved or the hot status right here. But if I make this course or add it to the saved and going back, we can see we got the hot mark right here. Pretty straightforward. Now I can notice a problem that here, right here. First of all, I'd like to put them in one line. So to do so, we have the saved list right here, and in this div we are mapping it through our array. All right, so I'm just gonna give it a class name, and I'm just gonna say saved __ items, and that should be in a quotes. All right, so like that. And another thing that we want to do here inside our saved list, I'm just gonna create a new file, call it saved list.css. I'm gonna create a CSS file for it, and I'm just gonna say saved __ items, and we can give it first of all margin like 2 rem by auto, and from the bottom we want 0 and auto from the right as well, and we can say give it a width before that so I can center it. And the last thing that I'd like to do is to say use Flexbox, display flex, and also we can say right here flex wrap to be wrap. All right, and if we switch back and keep adding items, this one and this one and this one, let's see. So they are not applying yet, of course, because I have to import my CSS file. Why I am forgetting this all time. So I'm just gonna say saved list.css. Switching back, we should see a difference. So add this one and add this one and this one. Yeah, indeed, we have it like this. So crystal clear, very happy with it. Now, the last thing that I'd like to show you, how to add this remove button. All right, or how to add this icon right here, or the button. For the time being, let's keep it as a button. All right, so for example, here inside our saved item at the bottom, I'm just gonna create a span. All right, I'm gonna say remove. All right, and here I'm just gonna add several or we already have a class right here called remove item. I'm just gonna give it the class name to say remove __ item. Once we do that, we should see a difference. All right, so I'm gonna switch back. Going back to our application, we need to add this thing and this thing. If we take a look now, we have this remove right here. Of course, later on we are gonna add the icon, so it will look much nicer than what we have now. But for the time being, let's keep it like this. So in this video and in the previous one, we were able to render all the saved item in our store. Now, so that's really good. Now the next job, it is to work on the remove button right here. So once we click it, we should be able to remove this course from the saved array. So that should be a lot of fun, and we are gonna work a lot with the reducer. So hopefully you are ready. Thank you, my friends, so much for watching, and see you in the next one.